people. So I am doing my month in review video, which I do every month. For those of you guys who don't know that I do this, let me turn off this fan. Even though it feels really nice, the fan feels really nice. But yes, for those of you guys who don't know how this works, for the first few minutes, I talk about what I did over my last month, and then I go into what I did, or what I'm planning to do this month, and then I do some Q&A. So first and foremost, let's see what I did this month. Let me get to my computer here. Did I turn off my computer when I left? No, I didn't. What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Month in review. I'm still doing the reviewing part. Oh my goodness, what happened? Wrong password. Wrong password. Sorry, I'm trying to pull up my calendar because I kind of forgot what I did this month, and it's kind of important to know what you did in the month to talk about a month in review video. Let's see. Let's go to iCloud.com, and then we're gonna go to calendar, and then we're gonna talk about what I did. Beers. What's up, Insanity? What up, bruh? What up, bruh? Let's go 4, 5, 4, 2. Oh no! I put in the wrong password. No, I put in the wrong password again. It's gonna lock me out of my Apple account. Oh no, it's okay. I'm good. I'm good. All right. So what did I do this passing month? Okay. So first off, first thing I did. What did I do? Okay, so I did a lot of stuff for JK this time around, or this month. I tried to go in on my JK edits only because, not only because, but mostly because I needed to fund a lot of the Kishi. Oh, which, by the way, something that just happened today, which is technically part of this month, but still is relatively, like, look at that, guys. So what you guys are seeing there is a collection of what I call my proudest achievements. Up the first one is the white one there, which is the Apple achievement of working for Apple for 5 years. So I worked for the Apple company. If you guys are like, what do you mean by Apple company? I mean Apple, like the people who make iPhones and iPads and Mac computers. I worked for them for 5 years. And then I think at the end of that, I got the YouTube play button, which I got 100,000 subscribers, so they got me the silver play button. And then most recently, I published a book, as you guys know, and this just came in today, so I was able to frame it and put it up on my wall today. So yes, that happened last month, and that's the reason why I did so many edits for Just Kidding Party this past month, because I needed to fund my cover artist and my chapter artist and my editor and my proofreader. So those people are all paid. I don't owe any more money on my book. Now it's just about paying for marketing and then recouping that money. Because my first plan is that based off of my ebook and paperback sales, if I at least break even, I don't have to like make a huge profit, but if I at least break even, I'm gonna start work on a audiobook. And then when I do that audiobook, that should be out maybe sometime in the summer. I'm gonna say the summer. So yes, that is what happened with Just Kidding Films this month. So I did. If you guys are part of Just Kidding Films, as a matter of fact, let me see. I'll tell you guys exactly, for you Just Kidding fans, I'll tell you exactly which things I edited on their channel, so you guys can be like, oh, Antoine did that. What? Hold on, let me tell you right now. Last month on Just Kidding Party, Antoine did the edits for Wits and Wagers, which was uploaded a day ago. Google Top Search, the game, which I did 5 days ago. Hitler's Revenge, more secret Hitler with Smosh. I did Shit Happens, which was a board game they played. Movie music. Wow, I went in this last month. I usually don't do that many edits for Just Kidding Films. And I think that was it. Yeah, that's it. That's all the Just Kidding Films. Oh, and I also did Gina's vlog. So for you guys who know me through Gina Darling, the model girl, I did, I believe, 3 vlogs for her last month. Also trying to get up on that game and make sure I get those edits out quick so I can, again, make money so I can fund stuff like that. But yes, I did her Japan vlog when she uh, did stuff with deers and Mario Kart in real life in Japan. When she went on and put on a kimono, and then she went to anime. It's called J World. Yeah, it's called J World or something like that. I don't know. She went to Japan. I did a thing for her. Okay, so what else did I do in the month of January? Oh yeah, for a little bit, I did some work for Camp Cheviot. Some of you guys know I am a camp counselor occasionally. So there was a winter camp, and for about a week there, I did some winter camping. Oh, let's see what I read last month. I think that's a good thing to go over. What did I read last month? Goodreads.com. So the reading that I did last month was, if I can hurry up and get this. Hey, can I see it by date, please? Date read. Yeah, can I see it by date read? Why should not even work? It's not even gonna work. Oh wait, is it gonna work? No, it's not working the way I want it to. How can I see the books I read in order? Like they show me on the app what books I've read in order. This one's not showing me in order. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like it. Oh, here we go. So last month I read Ready Player One, which I did a review for. Enjoyed the book. I'm looking forward to the movie. I also read Binti, which was also a very good book and one that I recommend and enjoyed. And I want to read Binti 2 and 3 by Nnedi Okorafor. And then I also read The Rage of Dragons, which I was disappointed by because I think I just set up the wrong expectations for myself, but also because I didn't personally like the writing of the book. But that's just me because a lot of people are liking the book, so people are liking it. So I can't say that I'm in the minority in that one. Also, I started up writing for the news story, which is called The First Sky Pirate. Some of you guys have watched me stream my writing sessions with that. So I'm doing that right now. That's what's happening in terms of writing this month. I didn't get much done. I did a lot in the second and third week of January, but then that all kind of like stopped because of the Kishi and me having to like get that ready and get the marketing ready and all that kind of stuff. The giveaways I did a giveaway for the Kishi for Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter followers, but now I'm doing it for everybody because I was like, oh wait, I probably should do it for everybody. So I'm doing that right now. I recorded a bunch of Avatar podcasts. Let's look at the fan analysis stuff about what I did last month for fan analysis. Fan owl. This is I always misspell our podcast name. Yep. Okay, let's do podcast, and then Avatar. Hold up, guys. Avatar. Podcast analysis. Avatar. Podcast fan analysis. What in the world? No, I'm looking for. Okay. It's so hard to freaking find our podcast. I don't know if we need a better name or we need better search terms or what. I have no idea, but it's always hard to find our. It's hard. It's hard to find our stuff online. The Nerd Crew official teaser trailer reaction and breakdown. Oh, did the Solo movie trailer come out? I don't think so. I'm subscribed to Star Wars, so it would have shown up. Or are they just talking like they're just doing a fake reaction or something? Star Wars Solo. Did it really come out? Solo, a Star Wars story trailer to premiere next week. Okay, it's just an announcement that it's coming. Oh, so they're making a parody about people doing reactions to the teaser for the teaser. Weird. But anyway, okay, so for analysis, last month we recorded a lot of Avatar stuff. We're doing a new series now called Myth and Monsters, which is on Netflix. We did a whole discussion about that. But yeah, last month we did The King of Omashu, Imprison, Winter Solstice Part 1 and 2, and the Waterbending Scroll is what we did. So that's going really well. I like the format of the analysis now, especially that we're branching out from Star Wars and not just talking exclusively about Star Wars, but we're going to be talking about Avatar, which we're doing now, and we're also going to be doing Game of Thrones. We're doing Myth and Monsters, which is like completely out of the blue. I think we were thinking about doing Samurai Champloo and some more anime. Cowboy Bebop. We're talking about Game of Thrones, doing a Harry Potter podcast as well. So I like Finalysis a lot more, or I like the podcast format that we're doing now a lot more than what we were doing before because I feel like it was getting a little bit stale. Okay, so that is what I did for Finalysis. What else did I do in last month? I did a little bit more writing for GM Luke Skywalker versus GM Yoda, and that is now around 70% complete. Here, I'll show you guys the script for it if you want to see where it is in terms of like completion. Well, I gotta open my program for it. But yeah, I just gotta get time. I mean, the only reason why I stopped writing it over the past week is because again, I had to focus on getting this book published. But now that it's getting published and it's pretty much good to go, um, I can focus back on this. So here we go. Oh, you know what? I'll give you guys a preview. I'll give you guys a preview of the intro to Yoda versus Luke. Here, I'll give that to you guys. So here's the intro to Yoda versus Luke.
I saw us becoming guardians of knowledge and secrets. We Jedi would safeguard the wisdom of the galaxy. Never forget that, wherever your path leads.
For 800 years have I trained Jedi. You are reckless.
I won't fail you. I'm not afraid.
Those who stand tall in history are supported by 1,000 nameless faces.
All right, so that was another doo-doo film intro. So that is how it's gonna open when I eventually get all that stuff completed. I'm also thinking about doing a new formatting for the verses where whenever I do the intro to the video, like first I have like the cinematic intro or whatever the intro logo is. I'm gonna cut to me as a person because I feel like right now the verses feels like it happens in a vacuum in a sense that it's just a disembodied voice that you're listening to and you don't really know who the person is beyond it unless you know us from like the podcast or you know us from like vlogs, something like that. But I feel like within the context of the verses, I think it's a lot better to know that there's an actual person behind the video and not like just this like all-knowing voice that like I don't know. I feel like I want to break that barrier. So whenever I do verses now, I want to have thematic intro or whatever the intro might be, cut to basically me in the living room, probably like a shot like this, probably something similar to that, or I'm probably gonna lift myself up so I can like be on level with the rest of my stuff, or more than likely I'll probably be like here. I'll probably be like in the middle here and then have that in the back. I don't know. I have to figure out how to frame that. But I'm stealing this from another YouTube channel whose name I'm forgetting. Hold on. It's a guy. He does that. He does video essays. But what he does is that after he intros what he's going to talk about in the video essay, he cuts to his face. And then explains, a little bit more about what he's going to go into. But I think it's good to know, like, oh, hey, there's an actual person, like, doing this, not just, like, some voice that's like, oh, what's this voice going on? So I'm going to be doing that. I'm trying to get it done in 2 weeks. I'm trying to get GM Luke versus Yoda done in 2 weeks. Even if I don't finish the script right away, I'm just going to get into editing. And usually what happens is that when I do start editing and I start finding more stuff, it gives me more ideas. To insert to insert into the analysis itself. Right now, what is able to be edited like without any issue is the intro, the physical round, and that's pretty much it. The force round still needs some work, but it's pretty much there. And the dueling round I need to still draft. I'm still drafting that, but it's not done. And then of course the verdict. But usually the verdict is pretty easy because once you have the 3 other elements, then it's just about concluding those points. So yeah, that's how that is going for that. I did a lot of videos last month, not pertaining to verses, which I'm trying to do more of. I'm trying to do more non-versus videos, especially bringing back like the Witch series. I need to bring back the Witch series, which I think the next one is Witch Element, and I forget what character I was gonna do next, but I'm doing a Witch Element something character next, and then Witch House, and then a Witch lightsaber form. All right, so last month, the videos that I created were my reviews for Before You Read Binti and Ready Player One. I did a top 8 for my favorite films of Harry Potter. I also did the unboxing of my book, which was really awesome. It was really fun to do. But my favorite video that takes the cake on my January videos is the Before You Watch Black Panther video. So if you haven't seen it, I was just watching it, especially if you're not familiar with a lot of the history of black superheroes, because I talk about my personal experience with that, and why Black Panther is so important. So yeah, I think that. Oh, and I also did the reveal for the cover for the Kishi, but it's no longer like a reveal anymore because it's done with. So I don't really care about that. It's not special to me anymore. But I think that's everything I did last month in terms of that was my YouTube stuff, and then yeah. So next month, let's see, what am I doing next month? Do I have any plans for next month, or is it kind of like well, okay, well obviously next month I released my first book, my debut book, which is coming out on February 13th. I have an interview that I'm doing with I forget what the name of the radio station is, but I'm doing an interview on the 12th. I also have someone who's doing like a video review and some website blog that's going to be reviewing it too. I also plan to release GM Luke versus GM Yoda. I also plan to do a my first proper versus rant, which I'm gonna bring back because before with the versus minis, with the thing I did with EA, I think those definitely weren't rants. Those are just short versions of the verses because they didn't want it that long, and I was like, that's fine. Like I can just do it like that. But I also I want to do proper rants, which basically is like not so much no research talk about certain characters, but me having just like general talking points and then just talking them out because I don't think they would work in a proper versus format. So the first version of the versus rants that I'm gonna do is Iroh versus Ozai because people keep asking about that all the time, and I think it wouldn't work in the context of like even a versus short or a versus like 30-minute version because it's not structured enough because Ozai is not structured enough in terms of his combative feats and what he's consistently able to do. So it's going to be me just talking about why I think that and who I think would win based on the little information that we have. So yeah, my first versus rant, which might be out pretty soon, maybe in a week, is going to be Iroh versus Ozai, and then my other video that I'm doing right now is the most what I think, or not the most underrated Death Eater, but someone who I think is an underrated Death Eater. That one should be out either tomorrow or 2 days from now. Anything else that I have planned major for the channel besides the big verses for Star Wars, the versus rant for Avatar, the Harry Potter video. I probably have more, but I'm not thinking about it right now. Let me check.
I probably have more, but I'm just not sure.
Let me find it. Oh, what am I doing? I'm sure I have things that I want to do, but I'm just not thinking about them right now. YouTube schedule. Aha, YouTube schedule. Oops, you know what? I don't use my YouTube schedule anymore, but I should. I also want to do. What else do I have here? I still want to do Afro Samurai versus Samurai Jack, but I don't think that's going to be done in February. Thrawn versus Khan, probably not going to be in February. Most underrated Wizard, I already have that done. Oh, I want to do another series called Sorting Hat Mistakes. Characters who I think were sorted into the wrong house and why. Oh yeah, I still want to do Is Rey a Mary Sue video. And I want to get my vlogs done. I'm taking so long on my vlogs, and I'm almost a year behind on my vlogs, which is pretty bad. Like right now, you guys see that my hair is like getting really long right now. And I had a whole vlog series about the progression of it. And when you guys watch my old vlog, you'll be like, "What? Where did his hair go?" And then like you'll see why, because it's so bad. I have a Harry Potter video that I want to do. I want to talk about how Hufflepuff and Gryffindor kind of align. And I also want to do a strength and weaknesses for the Avatar elements, similar to how I did for the lightsaber forms, like describing each style and how they complement each other and how they don't complement each other. So I'm gonna do that as well. But that is it. That is my plans for next month and what I did last month. So now I open it up to some Q&A. So if you want to ask questions, I am now reading the chat. I am now actively reading the chat, whatever the chat might be. Actually, can I just do this? Can I read the chat? Oh no. Oh, nope, 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 nope. I cannot. I cannot read the chat like that. Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. We got everything you want, honey. We know the names. We are the people that you can find whatever you need if you got the money, honey. We got. I couldn't read the rest of it, but I think those were just song lyrics. That wasn't an actual question. Those were just song lyrics, sir. Antoine, what's up, man? What's up, Jonathan Kinney? How are you doing, bro? How are you doing, bro? Are you doing any other stories after this book or fan fiction? Yes, I'm already writing the second book in the Tales of S1 series. It's called The First Sky Pirate. I am done writing fan fiction, except I am going to finish the Kylo Ren The Awakening audiobook. But once I do that, that'll be like the last bit of fan fiction I'm probably ever going to do, because I much rather, for one, just for my career, and secondly, for my own creative sanity, I want to do my own work and not keep. I don't want to keep my feet in like the idea of just in someone else's playground and just talking about their stuff when I can create my own world. So yeah, no more fan fictions after the Kylo Ren The Awakening audiobook, which I need to complete and finish. I saw other questions in there. I missed them. Sorry. If you see that I missed your question, go ahead and ask it again. Thrawn versus Khan. Khan, the Star Trek character? Yes, Star Trek character Khan. Do you plan on dissecting personal characters of your interest, such as in Avatar, Star Wars, or even Harry Potter's expanded include? Can you ask that again? Because I missed the end of it. Do you lift, bro? No, I don't lift. Says Raptor Adapter. Back to you, Raptor Adapter. Whoever asked that question before about the Harry Potter Avatar stuff, I missed it. Can you say it again? I'm great. How about you? I'm pretty good, Jonathan. Pretty good. Nightbot, go away, Nightbot. I should turn Nightbot off whenever I do these kinds of live streams. How often do you watch Star Wars film? Not very often, actually. I watch scenes a lot, but not the whole movies. Would Lupin be more suited for versus rants or a full versus video? He might work for versus, but no, he's still pretty ill-defined too, because we don't actually see him in any active fight. We just see the aftermath of his fight. So yeah, he wouldn't work for in that way. He would not work. Last Airbender or Korra? Both. Have you considered using Ezra Bridger during the first 2 seasons of Rebels? Why just the first 2 seasons? Why not at the end of the series? Maybe I will after the series ends, when season 4 ends, I'll use Ezra, but I haven't watched the previous 2 seasons, so I don't know if I would even want to do that. Could a Firebender redirect Force Lightning? That's actually a video that I want to do, so yes. Do you prefer Marvel or DC? I don't have a preference. On a scale of 1 to 10, how good or bad is Star Wars The Last Jedi? I give it a 6 to 7. Sweet, says Jonathan Kinney. What are you sweeting about? High Ground Production says 6. What does that mean, 6? It's just 6. Dread Dark says, damn. Worldbreaker Hulk versus Yoda. I probably would not do that. Though I did think about that for a moment, to do Hulk versus Yoda, but I just don't care enough about Hulk to like want to do an entire video about Hulk versus Yoda. A response to previous comment about TLJ. Oh, yeah, that's what you're talking about. Oh, 6 was his rating. I get it. Do you think The Force Awakens was unoriginal compared to the other Star Wars fan films? Yes, it was unoriginal. Do you like Lord of the Rings? Yes, I do, but just the movies. I'm not a big fan of the books. Also, you mentioned Darth Krayt, but how will you use him? I never mentioned Darth Krayt, so I'm not sure what you're talking about. Unless you're talking about like an old video. But in this stream, I didn't talk about Darth Krayt, and I don't really care about Darth Krayt, so I'm probably not going to use him. As I discovered as I started researching him, like, I don't care about the guy. Hey, you got any information about the next Avatar show? No, there is no new Avatar show. That was an April Fool's prank. Cats or dogs. Dread Dart. Ouch. What was your ouch about? What you ouching about? You ain't got nothing to ouch about. Do you think Star Wars characters can compare to the high tier characters? I don't care about that, so I can't answer that. How do you will you be seeing more? Will we be seeing more versus series? Yes, you missed the whole stream where we talked about that. You should scroll back into the past of the stream so you can see all that stuff. Will you ever use Dark Nihilist? Probably not. Do from 5 to 6 work well together? Wait, what? I don't know what that means. Darth Crate not being used in a vid? Probably not. Not in my vids. It might be used in like Evan's vids or Jin Sarai. I think they like him more, but I don't care about him. Antoine, how do you predict what happens in Avengers Infinity War? I actually don't. I'm a very casual fan of the MCU. I don't really look at like I saw the trailer once for Infinity War. I'm like, cool, I will watch it, and then I didn't care to analyze it. I don't care about it like that. Are you mad that Captain America is a part of Hydra? Doesn't matter to me. Canon or Legends in Star Wars. They both have good and bad. Antoine, what's your favorite cookie? Chocolate chip? Easy. Chocolate chip. Boom. Sorry, do Form 5 and 6 complement each other? Oh, do Form 5 and 6 complement each other? Well, technically anything complements with Form 6 because Form 6 is a combination and a shampoo, if you will, of other forms. Thoughts on the Dark Knight trilogy? I love it. I think it's great for 2/3 of it and just okay for 1/3 of it. And I think you guys know what I'm talking about with the 1/3. Well, no, I think it's okay here. I think it's good, great, and okay. I think that's how the trilogy goes. Good, great, okay. Chocolate chip cookies all the way. Hell yeah, collect it. How's your hair? My hair's going well. If you guys want to check it out, here it is. If you guys are on my Instagram, you can always see my updates for my hair length and stuff like that. It's been 4 months and 4 days since I've had my hair. Are there any universes you wish to expand your verses to for the future? Yes, I am going to do a Naruto. Finally going to do my first Naruto matchup between Zabuza and Haku. Most powerful Jedi and Sith. If we're talking about like via Legends continuity, it would be Sidious. Jedi would be Luke Skywalker. If we're talking about canon, I think that's less defined. I think someone in an interview said something about Snoke being more powerful than Sidious, so the canon's got messed up. Bruh, I saw your video about Black Panther superheroes. Blank man, really, bruh? Oh man, I didn't see it. Can you put that question again so I can actually read it? Because it goes on my cell phone. It goes by so fast I can't really read them. It's just like 1, 2, 3, and then disappears. 1, 2, 3, disappears. So I can't. You gotta ask that one again. Who do you think would win, Sora Bulk or Plo Koon? Both in Legends, probably Plo Koon. When did this stream start? Because I don't want it to end. You're awesome. It's probably gonna end soon. We're doing the last bits of Q&A. So yeah, gravy. Yes, Black Ice. Gravy is awesome. I didn't like gravy as a kid, but I like it now. Gravy is like very, very tasty. So you don't like Tom Hardy's Bane, judging by the great... No, I think Tom Hardy's Bane is great. I just don't like that movie so much. Who's your favorite Star Wars character? I don't really have like one favorite character. I have many favorite characters. Favorite non-Force user? Who is my favorite non-Force user? Not thinking about it. I don't know. Do you watch the anime My Hero Academia? No, but Callan/Ready4 wants me to read it, watch it really bad. But I haven't watched it yet. Have you seen The Warrior? Do you mean like The Warriors, like the old 1970s film? If that's the case, then yes, I've seen that. Well, do you agree canon looks underwritten compared to the... Well, of course it's going to be underwritten. It's only been out for about 4 years, so I don't... That's irrelevant, an irrelevant argument. Do you ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? Yes, I have, Jonathan, I have. I hear that he was a badass, except for he got killed in his sleep, so then he wasn't a badass. What do you think about the lack of knowledge we have on the Solo movie? What do you mean lack of knowledge? We haven't had anything trailer. What are you talking about? Just wait. You guys always want knowledge about everything. Like, just wait. Do you know about the Spider-Man PS4 coming out this year? Yes. I'm probably not going to play it. I'm not a big gamer anymore. The things I'm looking forward to this year are Last of Us Part 2, Red Dead Redemption 2, and I think that's pretty much it. That's all I care about this year. And playing more Fortnite. It's out in around 3 months. What? Oh, it's out in 3 months? Yeah, I don't care about the Spider-Man PS4. Sorry. I am sorry. Do you read many comic books? No. Do you think Disney can pull off good Star Wars movies after The Last Jedi? Yes. Favorite superheroes? Spider-Man and Batman. Also, do you have faith in Han Solo film? What do you think of the drama? I don't know about the drama. I don't really try and follow that kind of stuff. I just watch the movie on its own merits. Oh, you're saying the Han Solo movie comes out in May? Didn't they push it back to December or something like that? Like like later. I don't remember it being. I think it originally was at May, but then they pushed it back. PC for playing around and games. Mac for work. Do you like PC or Mac? Mac is the answer. What kind of phone should I get? I use an iPhone 6s because it still has the headphone jack, and I'm gonna keep this for as long as I can. Did you know Donald Glover is going to be playing Lando in the Han Solo film? Yes, I did. Did you also know that Donald Glover is no longer going by Childish Gambino? He's retiring that name. He's only gonna be doing music under the Donald Glover name. Fun fact. I think that's it. I think you guys are slowing down on the question. I'm answering them too quickly. Any plans to return to watching Naruto? Probably not reactions, but I'm probably going to be doing reviews for Naruto. What do you think of Lando as a character? He's cool, but he's not like a super amazing character. If Vader were to use an actual sword, what kind of sword would it be? Probably be a broadsword, or like a claymore. I would say claymore. I would say Vader would use a claymore. I did not know that. I also heard he's collabing with Chance and making one more album. Yep, he's making one more album, but it's not underneath the Childish Gambino name. I've been watching your work since your first LCC entry. See, that's someone who really knows who Antoine is. Someone who's been watching me since the LCC days. My original stuff. All right, I think you guys are slowing down in the comments. I'm answering too fast, so I'm about to end the stream in about. I'm gonna give you guys 30 more seconds of questions, and then I'm out. Once that hits 32 minutes, I'm out. What if they made Star Killer solo film? I wouldn't care. Do you play Dark Souls? No, but my brother does. Would you rather be in the Harry Potter universe, Star Wars universe, or Lord of the Rings? Harry Potter. How do you defeat a Force user? By shooting him in the face with a gun, not like a laser gun, but like a gun. Any plans for a Qui-Gon in the future? Right now, no. Do you like Darth Vader? I mean, he's cool, but like, if you mean like using him in the verses, nah. Popeye's chicken or KFC? I'm gonna say KFC. Yeah, I don't know. They're both bad. I'm gonna say neither. They're both bad. Favorite Legends book? Shatterpoint. LOL. Plo Koon versus Ki-ID. Both Legends. That might be cool. I want to use Ki-ID again. I like using Ki-ID. Oops, 32 minutes. We're out. I'll see you guys on the next one. On the next.